Today, we present a mock legal hearing based on the Christine Dacera case. On January 1, 2021, 23 years old flight attendant Christine Dacera was found unconscious inside a hotel room in Makati City after attending a New Year's Eve celebration with friends. She was rushed to a hospital and was later declared dead. The case immediately gained national attention when initial reports suggested possible sexual abuse and foul play. The Philippine National Police conducted an investigation, and several individuals who attended the celebration became subjects of inquiry. However, subsequent forensic examinations and legal reviews raised questions regarding the initial conclusions. Today, this hearing seeks to determine whether sufficient evidence exists to establish criminal liability.
This hearing is now called to order. The complainant may present her case.
Honor, as a mother of Christine Dacera, I seek justice for my daughter. She entered that hotel healthy and alive. In the following day, she was dead. We believe circumstances surrounding her death deserve full accountability.
Your Honor, the complainant raises the issue of possible criminal liability. Under the revised Penal Code of the Philippines, any act resulting in injuries, abuse, or death may result in criminal prosecution if supported by evidence. The complainant argues that Christine sustained physical injuries. She was found unconscious after drinking sessions. Questions remain regarding what happened inside the hotel room. Initial police findings suggested possible sexual abuse. Therefore, a thorough examination of all evidence is necessary.
The court acknowledges the concern raised. The respondent may answer.
Your Honor, the respondents express sympathy to the Dacera family. However, criminal liability cannot be based on public opinion or suspicions. The constitutions guarantee the due process. The burden of proof rests upon the complainants. The respondents maintain no witness observed any assault. CCTV footage did not establish criminal conduct. No direct evidence linked the respondents to homicide. The forensic finding did not conclude murder. Therefore, the respondents deny criminal responsibility.
The court calls the investigating officer.
Your Honor, following Christine Dacera's death, investigators gathered evidence including witness statements, CCTV recordings, medical reports, hotel records. Initially, injuries found on the body led investigators to explore the possibility of sexual assault and homicide. However, further investigation was required before arriving at final conclusions.
Officer, were there injuries found on the body?
Yes, several abrasions and bruises were noted.
Would these injuries justify further investigation?
Yes, absolutely.
Officer, do bruises automatically prove homicide?
No, bruises alone do not establish homicide. Further forensic evidence is necessary.
The court now calls the forensic expert.
Good day, Your Honor. Our office conducted a medico-legal examination. The primary question was, what caused Christine Dacera's death? After examination, the cause of death was determined to be ruptured aortic aneurysm. Please explain. An aortic aneurysm is a weakness in the walls of main body artery. When it ruptures, severe mental bleeding can occur and death may follow.
Doctor, can injuries still be present?
Yes, a person have bruises or abrasion without those injuries causing death.
Was homicide established?
No, the medico-legal findings did not establish homicide as the cause of death.
Was rape established?
The forensic findings did not conclusively establish rape.
The court now calls the DOJ representative.
Good day, Your Honor. The Department of Justice reviewed are: first, witness statement; second, CCTV footage; third, medical records; and fourth, forensic examination. Under the Philippine criminal law, conviction requires proof beyond reasonable doubt. Evidence must establish both: first, the commission of crime; second, participants of accused.
What was your conclusion?
The available evidence was insufficient to support the allegations of rape with homicide. Therefore, prosecutors found no sufficient basis to proceed with such charges.
Your Honor, although the family continues to seek answers, we recognize that criminal liability requires evidence.
Your Honor, The respondents respectfully request dismissal of accusation and supported by evidence.
The court has carefully reviewed all testimony. The complainant established that the Christine Dacera died under tragic circumstances. However, criminal cases required proof beyond reasonable doubt. The testimony of forensic expert determined the cause of death to be ruptured aortic aneurysm. The prosecution failed to establish sufficient evidence proving rape with homicide. Likewise, no evidence sufficient linked the respondents to a criminal act resulting in Christine death. Based on the evidence presented, criminal liability has not established. The allegation of rape with homicide remain unsupported by sufficient evidence. The forensic findings indicate deaths caused by ruptured aortic aneurysm. Therefore, the respondents are not held criminally liable based on the evidence available. Article 3, Section 14 of the Philippines Constitution, Presumption of Innocence. Revised Penal Code, criminal liability requires proof of every essential element of the offense. Rules of evidence, guilt must be proven beyond reasonable doubt.
This mock legal hearing demonstrates the importance of due process, forensic science, and the rule of law. While public opinion may influence perception, courts must rely on evidence and legal standards before imposing liability.